from a perspective of a white American woman of European descent living in Minnesota for 8 years. I was taught to handle as much as I can by myself, and I think that many people in grief don't want to be a burden on anyone else for a similar reason. Yet, when we see a friend or even a stranger holding heavy grief, so many of us are eager to do what we can to lessen their suffering. But much of the time we don't do anything. Respect to those bold people who do. But because this dance is not choreographed in white American society, we don't want to impose our sense of community on the autonomy and private space that we somehow expect in public space in Minnesota. Here, in the very individualistic social emotional ecosystem that was violently transplanted here, there are moments where we do have choreography for stepping in community. For example, when it has snowed, there's often a neighbor who will shovel the sidewalk or the driveway for a neighbor, just because, the snowblower is already out, and in a no big deal way, they've acknowledged the struggle it is to have a newborn baby in a society that expects the nuclear family to handle everything alone. In a moment, they've acknowledged the struggle it is to be going through cancer treatment while still being the anchor for the family. Or, whatever it may be for that neighbor. But clearing snow is just indirect enough for white Minnesotans to show their community love. I mean, it can even be done without interacting at all. And you can be sure that the crossing of boundaries is helpful because by law, we have to clear the sidewalk within 4 daytime hours after it stops snowing. So all this to say that each culture has areas of community life guided by beautiful, essential choreography, and of community life that completely lack choreography. People are ignoring the need for a unified response, or freestyling differently in the same space, or arguing about what are the right steps. For tending to grief, we lack choreography. And I'm offering my version of community ritual in nature, drawn from learning from Mali Dalma Somé, Francis Weller, and the people who have successfully offered the right choreography at the right time throughout my life. And so I want to know, what graceful and powerful ways have you seen community hold grief? Let's share.